Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Walker Athletic Complex and our broadcast here. Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Davis Barlow, Nick Pope here tonight as we get ready for this contest. Nick, this should be a fun one.
Should be a fun one. Cooling off again as the sun goes down like it usually does here.
Yeah, another beautiful day in Demorest, Georgia. Warmest of the year, in fact, 73 degrees, bright and sunny. But as that sun has disappeared, it has once again gotten cold. 53 degrees going to be the temperature at start for you here tonight. As the teams take their lineup out, we will have starting lineups as our live stats go live. And we're going to get ready to take the national anthem here. So we're going to take a short break. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Back here on the broadcast, again, Davis Barlow, Nick Pope. We're going to get straight to the news at hand before we get to the starting lineups. The USA South has released its updated outdoor fan policy, and Piedmont has also updated its outdoor fan policy. Nick, I believe you have the details on that.
Yeah, the policy goes into effect Friday, February 26th. So if you're listening, don't come now. They're not in effect yet. They come out Friday. But for anyone that is a Piedmont College resident or faculty or staff, you can come. You can come. Also, the players, are allowing two guests, two family members to come per contest, but they are not allowed to share that amongst themselves. So you can come if you're a parent of one of the players on the team, but like I said, that's only for home contest. Each school has their own things before you try to go to any away games. Make sure to check in with that school's policies. But, exciting, we have fans again. This is only for outdoor events, but we have fans again coming, limited, but any fans better than what we currently have here, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to come and support our Lions.
Exactly. Temperature checks will be required. That will occur in the Mize parking lot as of right now per the SID, Danielle Percival. That will all be set up again. If you are a parent listening to our broadcast, you are allowed two family members to attend the game. You must submit your name to your son, and they will submit it to the head coach. That list must be submitted 24 hours prior to each contest. So if your name is not submitted 24 hours before, you will not be allowed in the contest. When you arrive, you will head up to the temperature check, and then you will be required to wear a mask throughout the duration of your visit. So while we've enjoyed having all of you on our broadcast, and we're excited to have you back tonight, it will be good to be able to at least see some of you in person, socially distant, but nonetheless have fans in person. Students, all you need is a Piedmont ID, the one you are given by the school, and your name, and that's all you need in order to show up. But we're just moments away from starting what will likely be, Nick, the last major online broadcast here at Piedmont College men's soccer, and we've got some starting lineups.
Yeah, I was joking around with my friends about it, and I was like, hey, I was famous there for a little bit. I had, a bunch of viewers, all these fans and all these parents listening, and now all of you will be coming to the game, which is a lot better, but I guess all my notoriety will go as you show up to our games. But for the Birmingham-Southern starters, you have Jack Hunt in goal number 1. You have Trey Kursky, Raz Velez. You have Brian Heredia, Christian Hernandez, Alessandro Jr., Coleman Jennings, two-time goal scorer last time these two played. Trey Hines, Vinny Palmies, Caleb Pruitt, and Perman Blattman to round out your starting 11 for the Birmingham-Southern Panthers.
And as the whistle blows and we start contest, we'll do our best to fill you in on the Piedmont starting lineup. But with play-by-play, here's Nick Pope.
Yeah, with the ball in the back, Justin Dees still hurt as that ball goes to Slate. Big turnover of possession there. Birmingham-Southern with the first opportunity. Verona handles it well. But with Dees, he's still out, but he will be back this weekend as we face off against Covenant College at home on Saturday.
Yeah, if Piedmont, that is not the start you wanted. Your goalkeeper, senior Cameron Verona, under fire immediately. Not exactly how we wanted it to start.
This ball towards Crofy as it trickles out of bounds.
Yeah, the Piedmont back line going to be Crofy, Ian Addison, Mihai State, and the freshman, Bradley Puckett.
Ball back to Crofy. Crofy's going to look inside to switch the ball. Release the pressure as it goes towards Lofton. A little too much weight. Bradley does well to handle it. Puckett, that is. Errant pass gets intercepted. Finds Hernandez. Hernandez with another ball. Intercepted by Puckett again. So now we have Gates.
Birmingham-Southern really bringing the pressure and tempo here early.
Now we have Ruiz on the ball, looking towards Jallo. Intercepted by the Birmingham-Southern defender. Ends up with Crofy anyways. Great ball there by Crofy towards Jallo. Jallo able to keep it in as he finds Earls now. Earls goes down. No call, says the referee.
Oof, how is that not a call?
Yeah, no call, says the referee. Earls not too happy about that one. As the ball comes out with the captain, Hernandez, for Birmingham-Southern.
They are letting a lot of physical play go.
Errant touch there by Earls as well as it trickles out to Hines.
I actually think Earls thought he had Ruiz behind him, took a peek over his shoulder, saw Ruiz, and then he was never there when he made that touch.
This ball ends up with State. Crofy going to fill in his position as State goes forward. Not quite the ball he was looking for, but Saylor sitting in that position well, able to win it back for the Lions. Ends up with Hines anyways for the Panthers. Now Velez all the way back to the keeper in Hunt. So he had nothing going really forward. Now back to Palmies. Great pressure by Jallo. Next by Ruiz. The Panthers play it up the field. Back to their captain in Hernandez. Good play here by the Panthers.
This will be onside.
As it goes through the legs of Verona. That is number 10, Coleman Jennings, getting his 4th goal of the season early here in this contest.
That was a fantastic through ball there, played into him. Really tough break there for Verona as that one goes through his legs, but Birmingham-Southern has looked like the more dominant team here early.
Yeah, the Lions really can't possess the ball up the field at all. They're keeping the ball well, as I would say they almost have had the possession more than the Lions. But not creating opportunities.
It's pressure and significant pressure. Your two center backs of Addison and State are under a lot of fire back there. A lot of attempted through balls with good pace as that one, as we saw, worked out in the favor of Birmingham-Southern.
Yeah, and last time these two matched up, we had a 2-1 disappointing loss as the Panthers won. Coleman Jennings getting both of those goals. State now on the ball. He was the lone goal scorer in that contest.
Yeah, against State, not normally on the back line. He's having to drop back there, as you stated. Justin Dees out injured.
Now out to Puckett. This ball intercepted inside. Finds Junior.
Well, that stayed in bounds. Birmingham-Southern thought it went out of bounds. It stayed in. Addison, good ball forward here, just a no one.
as the right back just heads it back to his keeper. And excuse me on that, that's Geiger. I don't know why I'm saying Puckett. That's Bradley Geiger in the back, not Puckett. But that's intercepted by Lofton. Back to Earls. Now back to Lofton. Going to reset. All the way back to the CDM and Sailor. Just had a very productive season so far. Now finds Jallow. And Crofy has to do everything he can just to get it out of bounds and stop the counter.
I think we've actually got the first name wrong on the back there, I believe. Again, it's difficult to see numbers here. Piedmont in that home white. 13. That is 12 at the back. So it's Bradley Geiger that is at the back.
As Crofy's taking the throw in. Looking towards Earls. Earls takes it off his chest. Plays it over his head towards Jallow as the defender just clears it out of bounds towards the softball field. And for a couple more days, our ball boy will continue to be Coach Peeps. Through ball towards Earls. Late challenge there, but no call. As Earls go down. That was Pruitt with the challenge. Little slide tackle there, taking away from Earls and deflects it off Earls as well. Now crashed by Earls and Manjalo. Clear it towards the left mid in Kursky.
Yeah, going back to that Earls challenge, it was a clean challenge, just the timing of it was significantly late. I think that's why Earls and the rest of the Lions were looking for that foul call.
Now here's Geiger towards Earls again.
Great ball.
Earls in on goal. Takes the shot, gets a little underneath it. Instead gets a corner as the goalie palms it over.
Yeah, Hunt got a hand to that. I actually think that had top corner front side written all over it. He got a good solid strike to that one. Got a knuckleball. Didn't quite do what he wanted it to do. But it will be a corner attempt here as we lose our view from the booth. You at home are still able to see a little bit of this corner. It's going to be a short corner.
Now here's Sailor trying to curl it back post, just gets underneath it and hits it way over the goal. But dangerous opportunity there for the Lions as the Panthers didn't send two. It's a good opportunity by Lofton and Sailor to take the short corner and potentially get a shot on goal. Sailor just lifts it a little too much.
Yeah, you definitely like to see Sailor work the keeper there. At least force Hunt to make a save here as Ruiz depossesses Birmingham-Southern.
Back to Earls. Now over to Jallow. Good ball there by Earls. Great touch by Jallow. Using that speed.
As this one's going to come back up towards the midfield area.
Now a big through ball here towards Addison. Addison gets the head on it. Now here's Geiger. Geiger and Junior battling for it. Geiger wins this one. As he keeps it in, I believe, as the keeper runs all the way over to get the ball.
Yeah, there's been two or three of those balls over on that far side that have just barely stayed in. I believe Hunt was jogging over there, thought he was going to roll out, but the turf kept it in.
Geiger beats one, but then loses it to Sailor in the midfield, who plays it back in. Gates ends up with it and gets pulled down as we have a free kick opportunity. Lofton and Sailor, most likely the two to stand over the ball and decide who will take it.
Yeah, I'd like to see this one curled into the 18. As usual, Addison, the tallest player on the field, you'd love to pick him out here.
State also joining the mix as there's no striker up the field. They're sending everyone, leaving Geiger and Crofy the farthest back, along with Lofton, as Sailor is going to be serving this one. Earls
I like this. Load the box. Great header. And that'll be Cameron Earls to head that one into the back of the net. A beautiful curling ball in as Earls met it at its highest point and has equalized us here at the Walker Athletic Complex.
Yeah, and he's the difference maker, it looks like. As we tie the ball game up 1-1, Earls missed the last contest against the Panthers, serving his suspension, but as he's back, great service there by Saylor, as you mentioned. Earls meets it at the top, heads it in the goal again. That's 2 games in a row for Earls, getting his head on the back of a cross by Saylor or Ruiz, 2 great center mids for us as freshmen.
Yeah, that is one of the most underrated skills, is high pointing. Earl's able to meet that ball with his head at the top of his jump. The real apex of his jump there is that was a very awkward ball that actually went off the back of one of the center backs. Thankfully rolled back to Verona. Earls with another great header win.
This ball now with Jallo. Jallo using his speed again. Doesn't win himself a throw-in. Jallo really trying to use his speed there, get out wide. He can serve the ball as well. Very experienced player at that left mid position. This ball ends up with Lofton. Inside to Earls. Trying to find Ruiz, not quite the touch he wanted. This ball is cleared towards Addison. Now Saylor. Good step by Crofy. Another good step by Saylor. Crofy and Hernandez chasing this ball. As Crofy just backs off and kind of lets the Birmingham-Southerns escape there. Now we have Blattman on the break. Good step by Lofton. Calls it clean as this ball is now with State. Great steps there by Lofton, recovering for the midfielder's beat as this ball is played up towards Earls by State.
And Earls on these first touches, I really believe they're intentional. Again, we saw him lose the one before that. I believe he's trying to pick out Ruiz, and Ruiz just isn't there. That time he was at least a little bit closer, looked to be just a step slow.
This ball by Crofy. Dangerous. Verona does well to slide. Ends up with Birmingham-Southern anyways. Blattman trying to find the ball through.
I believe it caught Addison.
This ball megs Crofy, and Slate just plays it out of bounds. Dangerous opportunity there for the Panthers as we are unable to clear the ball.
Yeah, that was not a very good pass back. If you're going to play it back to your keeper in that situation, it's got to be with more pace, or Verona has to be coming out off his line already. So some form of miscommunication or error on that back line.
Long throw opportunity here. Inside bounces, not what you want to see. Ends up with Saylor. I know that was Lofton. Lofton with a big clearance. Anyways. Now towards Kursky and Gates. Kursky gets the better this time. Cuts it back and resets. Back to Hines. Hines looking long. Up to Hernandez. Shot there, just a little wide. That was Coleman Jennings, the one-time goal scorer today. 4 for the season. Don't want him to be shooting. He is playing that 10 very well this season for the Panthers.
Early fireworks here at the Walker Athletic Complex. If you're just joining us, Birmingham-Southern opened the scoring early in the contest. Just 3 minutes in, Jennings found the back of the net, beating Verona between the legs, and then the Lions responded about 5 minutes later as Earls headed one in off of the free kick assisted from Evan Saylor, and now the Lions coming forward with another free kick opportunity.
Yeah, another opportunity here as Saylor's coming over to possibly take this one. Personally, I'd maybe want to see Lofton take this one. The lefty maybe swinging it in as Saylor took the last one and was able to swing it with his right foot in towards the box. But Saylor's going to take this one again.
Yeah, if you're Birmingham-Southern here, you cannot lose track of Earls. You can't let the same man beat you twice. They are going to hold a couple forwards higher this time as we have a stoppage to the official game clock. Have a little bit of uniform issues here is Saylor, and now the clock will restart.
Service by Saylor, a little long towards Addison. Keeper does well there. That's Hunt. Goalkeeper Jack Hunt, number 1, does well there. Gets to the end of that before any Lion could.
Yeah, Hunt made a good read on that. Again, does not have the height advantage down in that box. That will always go to Addison, but Hunt's still 6'2", able to rise up and meet that one.
Now here's Lofton. Lofton all the way back to State. State going to play it wide to Crofy. Crofy looking inside, finds Ruiz. Dangerous ball there. Intercepted. Another Meg for you as it finds Jennings. Good challenge by State. Jennings now taking the throw in to Hernandez. Now back to Jennings, intercepted by Saylor. But they are going to say that Crofy got there a little late, stepped on the foot of Jennings, and they're going to call it back. No advantage there for the Panthers. As we have our first service by the Panthers, this is Pruitt, number 30. Jennings joining the box with Hernandez. Addison matches up with Jennings.
This is a good ball in. It's Blattman taking it. And they're going to get a push down in the box. Can't quite see who it's on. Again, Birmingham-Southern sporting their yellow and black uniforms here. Full yellow kit. Black stripe, black numbers as well. Difficult to see on that far side of the field. I believe it was Junior that they got with the push.
Big ball there by Verona towards Gates. Ends up with Junior. Plays it back, but a little too square as the ball rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, he was looking for Hines there and just didn't quite have Hines' positioning down, weighted it a little bit too heavy.
Good challenge there by Gates. Wins the ball back indirectly as it falls to Lofton. Now Geiger. A couple moves. Finds Earls. Earls back to Lofton. Now back to Hernandez. Now Jallo. Back to Ruiz. Really no one with possession here as Jallo now wins it.
Jallo's just got nowhere to go with this. He's done a great job to get through two. Actually going to get through three. He wanted to play on, but the ref will bring it back.
We have another service opportunity for the Lions as Saylor comes through. But like you said, Jallo did well there. Really had nothing. Ran into three, gets the foul call. As the ref counts 10, we have Addison Earls, Jallo, Gates, and now Ruiz joining the box. Saylor's lining up like he might take this one.
I'd love to see Saylor serve this low and hard. A little bit too much pace, punched out.
Ends up with Blattman this time. Ruiz intercepts that pass and plays it to Geiger. Then it went to Gates. Gates not the touch he wanted. Ends up with Saylor now. Now back to Lofton. A couple of challenges. Blattman comes out on top. Now here's Junior, I believe. Yeah, Junior on the ball now. Beats one on the far side. Plays it back to Hines, who looks inside towards Jennings. Addison steals it off his foot. Now Gates. Gates inside towards Ruiz.
This one just going back and forth. Ruiz just got away with a blatant push.
Now here's Blattman. Good step by Crofy. Goes out towards Hernandez. That captain, State, doing well. State wins the ball, keeps it in, and plays Jallo. Very good stuff from the center back.
Good step and challenge from Ruiz. Just couldn't quite cut himself back inside enough to get back on ball.
Now here's Saylor. A little heavy of a touch. He's going to find Addison anyways. Addison looks towards Geiger. Played it in the air. Not the best pass by Addison. Addison wins himself a corner, or a throw-in, excuse me, anyways.
Yeah, good touch there by Geiger to take that one off the chest, try to settle it and get it back to Addison as fast as he could.
Now Gates finds Earls on that turn.
Earls being grabbed from behind a ton. We'll lose this one.
Now here's Hines. Hines nowhere to go. Finds Kursky. That pass is a little errant. Ends up with Saylor, the CDM for the Lions. Now finds Earls. Earls doesn't really have numbers forward, but goes forward anyways. Now finds Gates. Gates going to serve it. Ends up on the head of the center back Palmies.
Yeah, that was the issue with no numbers. A good service in by Gates, but no white jerseys in the 18.
Now here's Hernandez again. Hernandez looking for Jennings. Ends up with Geiger anyways. Geiger looks for the clearance as this ball rolls out of bounds for a goal kick.
Yeah, very fortunate break there that one is a goal kick. Just barely crossed inside of the flag. Outside would have been an awkward throw-in position for Geiger.
Now here's State. Back to Crofy, now all the way back to Verona, and that back pass a little better, a little more weight on that one, as Verona can now take it and then switch the field. Finds Addison, now up to Geiger. Great play there by the back line, as Geiger plays a great through ball towards Earls. Earls with a great touch, chased out by Palmies, and does good to win a corner there. Very good ball there by Geiger, releasing the pressure. Good run as well by Earls, as Earl wins a corner. As we have Lofton and Saylor running over to take these.
Birmingham-Southern will send 2 forward here to keep. No, it'll be 1. That defender jogged back. Who is that? That is Junior. Thought Junior was going to stay high last time again. The cross was punched out. Fast break opportunity created.
This service by Saylor finds Earls in the head. Good save by Hunt as Earls gets another header on goal. Another great service by Saylor. We're going to do it again.
Yeah, what a header from Earls. Able to connect with yet another one. Put it bottom left.
Yeah,
in that corner, forced Hunt to spread out as much as he could for that one and able to punch it out.
Yeah, and another did very well to create that power. It's very hard to get power if the ball's a little over you, and that ball was, but Earls does well, puts it bottom left. Hunt, like you said, gets the save anyways. Now we have another service towards the back. Now Addison. Addison gets the touch, goes off and bounces on the ground and ends up in the goal. It's Addison's first goal of the season. And another great service by Saylor.
Saylor has put some absolute dimes into the 18 today. Easy to pick out the man that stands at 6'5". And Ian Addison has completely flipped the momentum here. As Piedmont, who started the contest early, down 1-0, is now up 2-1 here at the Walker Athletic Complex.
Yeah, and I love that. Rewarding the center back. Center back running all the way to take the corner, or come in for the corner. Reward him, play him the ball. Gets his head on it, slams it into the ground, then puts it in the top corner. Hunt just looks around like, what can I do? So we are 2-1 up now.
Addison got a lot of power to that header, too. He was able to head it down, and I think it still went in the top right corner.
Yeah, we have Kursky now. Now finds Hernandez again. Now Southern on a break with Velez. Jennings not quite the touch he wanted. Was dangerous. Now here's the left back in Kursky with the ball anyways. Now Blattman.
Something to note with the left back, that far forward, Gates is completely unchecked.
He's as far wide as the assistant ref over there, just waiting on the ball as Kirksey finally gets back to position.
I was going to say, if Kirksey doesn't get back there, Kirksey's still sitting about 30 yards in front of him here. If Verona's able to switch the field, Verona with a big boot could easily find Gates here. I don't even think Birmingham-Southern notices him.
Yeah, we had a service, dangerous service there. Addison does well. Ends up with Blattman, another big block by State. Another service most likely here. Instead, they reset all the way back to Velez. Now Kirksey.
If Piedmont can clear one of these services in, look for them to start a break. This will be onside. No, it will not.
Yeah, and like you were saying, really all it took was one service for Verona to catch, and we're honestly numbers up as both the left back and right back push very high up the field for the Panthers.
Yeah, Gates is still holding that positioning. He's almost out of bounds on the far side of the field. Verona could pick him out here, as Kirksey still has not dropped back to that position.
Yeah, Verona most likely here will try to find Earls. Gates is going to run behind him as Earls tries to flick this on. Instead, Kirksey wins it.
You did call exactly what was going to happen, though.
As Earls wins a throw-in. But yeah, for Gates and Jallo both, head coach Jimmy Stevens loves the width and will, even if no one's out there, he will want his two outside mids, outside wingers almost out there as Gates wins the challenge. Doesn't win the second one.
That has got to be a foul, and it will be called.
Another dangerous opportunity here. Who do you assume will take the free kick?
If you want consistency, send Sailor over there.
Yeah, none other than Sailor will be taking this. We have Addison joining the box again. Earls most likely will join the box. Getting in a little shoving match with Kirksey. Got to be safe here.
Yeah, need to avoid cards here. Gates is unchecked just outside the penalty spot here. You could play something low and fast into him. Now they're going to check him. But something low and fast would give him a decent look at net.
You have Addison on the back post. Not as far back as we have seen him in the previous contest. A little more dangerous here. And, man, there's a pile in the box as Sailor looks in and has to try to find a player
like
in white.
We got a whistle here. It looks like a little bit too much pushing going on. I see Jallo and another player being talked to. Here we go. Low in, exactly what I thought was going to happen. Good look, but stuffed by Birmingham-Southern.
And now they're on the break as Blattman. Big challenge there by State. Does well. Now finds Gates. Gates keeps it. Now back to Sailor. This ball just finds the center back anyway. And now Hernandez. Hernandez beats one towards Geiger. Geiger wins the ball. Ends up with Heredia anyways.
I believe they're going to get a whistle on Ruiz from the challenge behind there. Didn't see too much.
Must have been pulling the jersey or something from behind. Couldn't see it from here.
Again, we have the same camera angle as all the viewers at home. Nothing from my view showed a foul, but again, the man Nick Pope probably spot on as usual.
Palmies with a great ball there to Kirksey. Solid center back there in Palmies. Now Kirksey inside towards Hernandez, the captain again.
Almost 25 minutes gone here at the Walker Athletic Complex. So we have a stalemate in the midfield area. Piedmont gave up the first goal of the contest, now looking to come back for two, trying to make it a third. I believe Earls would have been offsides on that run anyways.
Now here's Junior, now up to Jennings. Back to Kirksey. Now all the way wide to Velez. Up towards Hernandez. He goes down. No call, says the referee, as the man still on the ground. Sweet Meg there by Velez. Now towards Addison. Addison just clears it out of bounds. Stays in for a throw-in. Hernandez seems to be okay.
So this will be a throw-in from down in the corner. There actually will be a substitution made. So it will be an injury substitution. Actually two. Hernandez, the injured player, will head off. And it will be Cesar Hurtado will come on for him. Kenneth Toledo as well on for Junior. So two substitutions made there. One an injury substitution, one a regular substitution.
That cross intercepted by State. Does well.
Now it's going to be Jallo coming forward. He's got good pace. Earls was thinking left side. Jallo was thinking midfield. And it does not work out there. Little miscommunication between your center forward and your winger.
Now here's Blattman on the ball. Dangerous ball there. Verona off his line. Going to handle it anyways with his... as it comes into his box. Now looking for Earls. Earls going to try to flick it on. Palmies gets a good header there towards Jallo. Jallo off sides. Dangerous opportunity there as Gates saw Jallo through. A little too much weight on the pass anyways. Jallo's fast, but won't catch that one anyways.
Yeah, what a beautiful start by Verona at the back, though. Hit an absolute laser from his own box. Got it directly to Earls, who unfortunately didn't win it, but it still ended up on the foot of Gates. Geiger going to lose this challenge in the corner here. Addison will have his back. This one forward. Earls is onside.
Earls towards goal. Getting pulled. Going to pull it. Puts it in the back post. Off the post. Won't go in. Palmies here. Won by Gates. Gates going to serve it. Now Earls, but they're going to call offsides. He doesn't play the ball, and now the Panthers are on a break as they play it out of bounds. A 200 IQ play there by Earls to not challenge it, and the defender plays it out of bounds as he felt the pressure in the back. This ball going to Crofy, but man, has an opportunity there.
What an unfortunate break for Cameron Earls. Caught the outside of the post and watched it go back into the field of play, rather in the back of the net. But what a strike, as that would have put Piedmont in the lead 3-1. Earls going to pressure keeper here. Errant pass. Ooh.
Towards Gates.
Awkward challenge into Gates as well.
Kirksey keeps it in. Now Blattman. Now out to Hurtado. Now Jennings. Good step there by State. Plays it out of bounds. Reshape here as Crofy will go back into position.
Long throw in into the 18. Bounced all the way almost to Verona as Geiger clears it back up to Ruiz.
Dangerous opportunity. Don't want those bounces in your box. Geiger does well. Now Jennings again. Jennings inside. No one gets a touch on it as Verona, I think, had it covered anyways.
Yeah, I think Verona got blocked by his own man. I saw someone go down in white in the box. Ooh, not what you want to see, as one of the center backs, I believe it was State, didn't get a head to it. Instead, it ended up on Jennings' foot. And a point-blank shot at Verona pushed just high.
Yeah, and that was Toledo with the service. Finds Jennings in the foot about 6 yards out.
Jallo is going to be headed off for the Lions here, as it will be number 20. Bilal Jihad coming on for the Lions here.
This ball goes out of bounds as Geiger's going to pick it up, take the throw in. Back to Geiger, not the best pass, intercepted. Now here's Toledo. Plays it back. Now Heredia. Couple of sweet moves there. Addison with a big step wins the ball. Now back to Geiger. Good step there by Addison to put the pressure on the striker. Now this ball is long towards Gates and Earls. Instead, Pruitt just plays the ball casually up to Kirksey. Now Blattman. Now back out to Toledo. Looking to beat Crofy down the line. Does momentarily. Crofy recovers and wins the ball clean. Well done there by Crofy. Now Jihad with his first real touch in action there wins himself a throw in.
Yeah, Jihad got a good pass from Crofy, just didn't quite realize he had a man on that close. As they're going to whistle a push against
Earls.
Earls, yeah, is what it'll be. So they'll reset from where the foul occurred.
Palmy's here taking it, takes it quick. Finds Heredia, excuse me. Now back across towards Pruitt, all the way back to Hunt. Now Palmy's pretty good distributor of the ball. Instead plays Hunt, as Hunt's going to look long. No one can step as Jihad's out of position. Pushed up the field. Now Toledo. Now a through ball towards Blattman.
Blattman will be on sides here. Good defense by Crofy, though. Crofy's going to be fouled just outside your camera view. A little electrical pole in the way. Actually, will be in your camera view tonight. Normally that electrical pole does block our camera view, but a little bit nicer of a night, able to reposition here on the broadcast.
State finds Earls. Earls takes it off his chest. A little strong of a touch as it doesn't find Ruiz. Instead finds Heredia. Now Geiger inside the Lofton. Lofton trying to find Gates again. Gates wins the ball. Finds Lofton again. Now Ruiz. Dangerous ball there as this ball goes all the way back towards Addison. Addison looks for Verona. And we have a collision. The ball ends up behind the goal. It looks like a goal maybe on the broadcast, but Jennings can't quite get it on the goal as State slides in to try to save it. Moves the goal about 1.5 yards off the line. So we'll have a little reset there, as I believe they called a corner as well. Yeah, they're going to stop the clock.
I also see a player for Birmingham-Southern motioning for a substitute. It's going to be Toledo. Just motioned to the bench for a substitute. He went down, whistled towards the ref to get his attention, and we'll make a substitution here as he limps off the field. So coming on for Birmingham-Southern in place of Toledo will be number 14, Brian Ortega.
Yeah, and I believe Verona saved that, so we have a corner here. Blattman taking it. Jennings jumps high for it, but doesn't find contact, as now we have Saylor and Blattman towards the ball. Blattman wins it. Falls all the way to Heredia. Now here's Pruitt. Good step there by State. Stays in the Panthers' possession. Now Blattman. Now Hurtado loses the ball. Ends up with Kirksey anyways. Now out wide. Good service, but Addison finds it. Ruiz now just going to clear it up the field. Earls and Palmies jump and challenge. Now Jihad got it. Now here's Hunt, chased down hard by Earls. Good slide, now Jihad. As this ball goes out of bounds, I believe, for a throw-in.
It's going to be close down there in that corner. Looks like it will be a throw-in. I don't see Saylor headed over there.
Yeah, and a great speed there by Earls to challenge the keeper. Comes out clean as well. Dangerous opportunity for the Lions to score again as that ball just bounced loose. Jihad couldn't quite put it in the goal. As now Earls flicks it on. Gates on the end of it, but cleared out.
Yeah, I was very surprised to see Hunt not come further out of the 18 on that pass back. It was pretty clear that it wasn't going to get back to him inside the box. So not sure why he never came out. That's how Earls was able to get to in the first place. Now back to Earls.
Earls takes it off his chest. Looking for Gates again, but intercepted by Kirksey. Kirksey going to look to play the ball all the way wide. Jihad now pressuring up to Blattman. Now here's Velez, taken away by Jihad. Now Saylor. Now Jihad again. So we win another throw in for the Lions. We have a substitute running towards, but won't get it this time. Never mind, substitute resetting. Now Saylor on the ball. Looking cross field. Doesn't find anyone. Now finds Lofton. Lofton now over to Geiger. A couple of freshmen linking up there. Good ball by Geiger.
What a tough break. Earls really thought that the center back had that. What it looked like Palmies was going to get ahead to it, and he just never touched it. Or no, they're going to say, wow. They're going to say Palmies touched it.
Yeah, if he had a haircut on Tuesday, that wouldn't have touched his head today on Wednesday, but instead they're going to say it touched his hair.
That's a very interesting ruling because Earls raised his hand and yelled to Geiger that was his fault. So Earls didn't have him touching it either. Wow.
Either way, through a corner here. Saylor taking it, plays it long. Gates takes it off his chest as Addison challenged the ball as well. Now all the way out towards Blattman. Blattman does well to keep it in. Good speed there. Great long ball.
Dangerous ball here. You've got your right back in a center back position. Good job by Geiger there to cover for Addison, who had not gotten back yet. Earls was offsides, has to leave this one.
Now here's Pruitt. Now back to Hunter. Not the best ball as Hunt plays it back towards Pruitt. Sweet touch there to beat Gates, and now Kirksey on the ball. Good technical skill there by the center back.
Yeah, it looks like Kirksey swapped positions as he is now much further up the field. I don't think he's a part of that Birmingham-Southern back line anymore.
That pass by Hunt, a little errant. Have another throw in and a couple of substitutes.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Jared Scott coming on for the Lions. He will take off Ruiz, who sees some good minutes in the midfield. And then for Birmingham-Southern, it's going to be Velez headed off. And the player checking on will be Elijah Schwarzkopf.
Earls with the service here. Not quite enough air on it as Hunt intercepts it. Now here's Blattman, challenged by Saylor. Find a pass inside. Lofton trying to slow him down. Now Saylor wins it. Jihad now trying to take on the center back. Not the best touch as he loses the ball. This pass now inside. Now intercepted by Scott. Freshly subbed on Schwarzkopf on the ball. Say that ball stayed in. Looked close from here. Ends up with Palmies. Now Pruitt.
36 gone here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Piedmont trying to hunt down a third goal here, and they've got something cooking.
Now here's Gates. Gates going to pull it with his left. Now finds Lofton with his left. Ball gets deflected. Hunt picks it up casually.
Birmingham-Southern is lucky that was deflected. Hines able to step in front of that one, but Lofton got a good strike to it and looked like it was going to stay below bar.
Good challenge by Crofy. Doesn't get the throw in, but good challenge by Crofy.
Yeah, that's a tough call to figure out who that one's out off of.
Yeah, Crofy and Schwarzkopf both just challenged there. Scott wins this now. Scott looking for help anywhere. Keeps it in. Now plays it down the line, just trying to escape the pressure. Challenged well here by Jihad. Very good stuff there by Jihad to make Ortega.
Yeah, Ortega just wanted to knock that one out of bounds. Jihad will wait for Crofy to come forward and throw this one on. Another substitution coming here. Gates is going to head off. Lowell Teclamarium going to come on for the Lions. Looks like he'll take up that right wing position.
Crofy looking inside to Earls. Doesn't get there. Now Jihad. And now Ortega Cruz gets pulled as the Panthers have a free kick here. Looks like Palmy's going to take it. Looks like he's going to play it all the way back to Hunt as he does.
Yeah, back to Hunt just to switch sides of the field here. Almost passed out of bounds. Birmingham-Southern's going to hand this one away.
And now Geiger on the ball, loses it again. Toledo now intercepted by Addison. Now Kirksey taking the throw in on the far side there. I believe finds Jennings. He does. As Saylor comes out and wins it. Loses it again. Shot here pulled. Great save by Verona. Great to get his hand to the ball as that one was going bottom right.
Yeah, Verona, great reaction time there. Got a big paw to that one. If you're the Piedmont back line, that is not a shot you want to give up. A tall order to ask there is Verona with a fantastic save.
Yeah, there's a lot of pace on that one, too. A really sweet shot. Kept it low on frame, bottom right, as we said, as the Panthers really just stacked the box. Ref's going to come in and...
Yeah, they are all over Verona here. The goal is to keep him close. Look for this one to be front post.
Yeah, they're probably going to just drive this ball front post low.
I can't even see Verona in the mess of people that's going on. I see Verona pushing someone.
Trying to keep Addison off of him as well, his own center back. This ball driven low front post, like I said, cleared out by State. Now Jihad going to try to pressure this one as the Panthers look to have a service. Good challenge there as they reset with Heredia. Now Palmies. Challenge here by Lofton. Good pressure by Lofton as Pruitt has the ball. Pruitt gets a good pass. Now Teclamarium with the pressure. Now Jennings turns on Addison. Addison, sweet tackle. Ends up with Jihad. Jihad taking his time, but beats two anyways. Plays it a little behind Scott. Scott working hard. Wins the ball again. Now finds Lofton. Lofton now to State. State going to most likely reset. As he does, it's in Verona's hands. or feet rather. Now Addison. Addison Geiger looking for Earls, but the Lions did well there. As now they have a challenge with Tekla-Merriam.
Yeah, Lions almost in there. If that had found the foot of Earls, it would have been a 2-on-1 opportunity. As Addison is now pushed very far forward, he'll head back to his defensive position as Birmingham-Southern looks to switch the field.
Push the field. Errant touch. Jihad challenging. Good touch again. Now Crofy wins that challenge. Now finds Scott. As Saylor plays it over Earls and Palmies. Palmies tracks back and headed out of bounds as we have Crofy taking the throw in now.
You can hear the Birmingham-Southern keeper Hunt yelling step there, not even wanting to give Earls the opportunity to make something happen. It'll come back to the man in white here, but he'll lose it just inside the 18.
Yeah, I believe he was looking for Scott there, but didn't quite get the pass off correctly. Now Geiger pressuring all the way up. Tekla-Merriam and Geiger have to talk here as it ends up with Tekla-Merriam. He keeps it in bounds, finds Lofton. Lofton looking to find Tekla-Merriam again. Tekla-Merriam to serve it. Sweet challenge there by Pruitt to stop that service as the Lions have another throw in.
Yeah, Geiger will be coming forward to throw this one in. He's got Tekla-Merriam in front of him. Lofton back to his left. Instead, will go straight to Tekla-Merriam. Good job to keep it in bounds by Geiger. Not a good service. And that should be a corner as that one's sent way up the road. Hunt not happy with his back there, as that probably should have been played out of bounds for a throw-in, but instead goes behind.
Yeah, Pruitt hits it with his right. Probably a right-footed player, as most are. And as he hits it with his right, it automatically just curls a little bit to the left. And with that, took it out of bounds for the corner instead of the throw-in, and that's what Hunt was complaining about. Another service opportunity by Saylor, looking for Earls and Addison. Addison back post, hanging out again towards Addison. Addison gets another header, and that's 2 of the match for Addison. And another great service by Saylor.
What a beautiful header there from Addison. All 3 of Piedmont's goals have come from set pieces. A fantastic job again to find the 6'5" Addison. As the ref now having to solve some issues between 2 Birmingham-Southern players. It's not very often that you see a ref intervene in a team squad, but there was yelling coming from both what I thought was Piedmont and Hunt, but it appears it's directed internally.
Yeah, it's Jennings and Hunt. Jennings, one of the captains. Maybe the ref is just saying there's too much pulling and...
Yeah, not quite sure what that could be about, but I heard some yelling, and I thought it was going to be possibly cards issued between the 2 players, but it's 2 players from the same team. Either way, Piedmont leads 3-1 here just before halftime. Not much time left before we head to half. Minute 30 left in this one. Substitution for Birmingham-Southern. While the chaos was sorted out, it's going to be Will Gonaway in for Blattman.
Now this ball with Scott. Scott looking over the top. Finds Palmies with the header. Header back to Pruitt now, who chips it again towards Geiger and Valido. Big switch here as they find Artiga Cruz coming out. Now Schwarzkopf takes the shot. Verona coming out fast. And they're going to
call the foul on the Birmingham-Southern. It's going to be on Jennings.
Yeah, they're going to protect the keeper there. That could have been either way. Hopefully Jennings is all right as there was a collision.
Now Jennings is going to go down, and right before halftime, we're going to take a short break here. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on back here on the broadcast. Injury timeout completed. It was Jennings that went down. He is walking off the field under his own power. However, there will be a substitution made for him. It'll be Matthew Lansdale, coming on for Coleman Jennings. Hope everything's okay with him. Tough collision there with Verona. They did say the foul was on Jennings. And so Verona will play this one upfield. Just 45 seconds left before we head to halftime here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Piedmont with a 3-1 lead.
Now here's Heredia looking up top. Slide by Lofton, just cleared by State. Towards Tekla Merriam and Kirksey. Tekla Merriam going to continue to pressure. Intercepted here by Lofton. Lofton going to look to play it. Now Jihad on sides. Might win himself a corner. Instead stays in bounds. This play.
Yeah, this one will played up line. 3 seconds call coming from the table. And with that one, we will head to halftime here at the Walker Athletic Complex. The difference in this game, the set pieces, as the Lions have found the back of the net 3 times. 2 of them from Addison, 1 from Earls. So we'll take a short halftime break here on the broadcast. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. Back here on the broadcast, Davis Barlow, Nick Pope. We are coming out of halftime here. We actually have about a minute 30 left in halftime, but both teams seem to be ready to play. Before they get to the action, Nick, halftime report. Let's do it.
Yeah, halftime report. We have Jennings back on the field. That's, I guess, the biggest report for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
Jennings back on the field. He's the goal scorer, the lone goal scorer for the Panthers. We have the same starting lineup pretty much. Everyone the same for the Lions. Addison and Earls, 2 goal scorers. 2 for Addison, 1 for Earls. All services by Saylor. But let's get to the broadcast. Here's Davis Barlow, with the play-by-play.
Yeah, that'll be an early foul given away by Jallo. Played quickly at the back by the Panthers as they look to get it going here. Storyline of today's game. Piedmont opened early down 1. Birmingham-Southern scored in the first 3 minutes as this is a long through ball here. It'll be back to Hunt with no danger. But Birmingham-Southern netted 1 2 minutes, 59 seconds in. Bad clear by Hunt. Will catch the knee of a Panther at the back there as we will go to a corner.
Gates was going to try to find him out, yeah.
Yeah, Gates did a great job. Knew exactly what he wanted to do with that ball. Pruitt was the one that got a knee to it here. As Piedmont will have yet another corner. And that has been the storyline of today. Corners, set pieces, Piedmont, 3-headed goals. As Nick talked about, 2 for Addison, 1 for Earls. And Piedmont will look to make it a 4th here, all from Saylor, who has a hat trick.
Yeah, hat trick of assist.
This one's going to be long, intended at the back. It was for Addison. He won't get there. It's going to stay in bounds in this right corner. Addison service back in is low. Will be played back out, and we'll do it again from the other side.
Good speed there by Addison. Created another opportunity. Tries to service it in, but gets deflected. Now here's Lofton running over to potentially take it. Doesn't.
Yeah, he will hold here. Ref actually has his hand out telling him to wait. Piedmont had 5 corners in the first half to the lone 2 from Birmingham-Southern. Piedmont led the shot total not by much, 10-9, as this one's service low and deflected, and we'll run it back for a 3rd time. But yeah, shots by period. That's how it's officially scored in our stat sheet. Was 10-9. Save total equal as well, but that score line is all that matters as it reads 3-1 here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Beautiful night, not as cold as most. As Saylor will play this one back in yet again. Going to be front post this time, headed out of the 18. Back to the edge of the attacking third. Piedmont going to do its best to hang on to possession as Ruiz is able to do so. Gets it over to Jallo on the left wing. Wants to play a ball in with his left foot. Makes one move into the 18. This one now being bounced around. The Panthers need to get it out of danger, and they do. Back to that back line. Crofy able to turn it back upfield. Does a good job to stay in bounds at beat 1 and then gets absolutely shoved from behind. Not sure why Thomas thinks that's not a foul.
Yeah, it looks like an absolute just frustration foul, what we would call it on the sidelines back in my day playing. As we have Saylor and Lofton lined up, the 2 service providers. So we have Addison joining the box again on back post. Earl's running front post.
Yeah, quick correction as well. That was Blattman on the foul here. This one will be played in low. Never even got close to a white jersey. Back on the edge of the attacking third. Service into the box. Trying to pick out Addison. Earl's actually cut him off and got ahead to it. And it will be just wide right there. Addison able to keep Earls from slamming into that brick wall. That brick wall is a lot closer than it appears on your screen. So a good heads-up play there by Addison to catch Earls. Hunt with an awkward ball back to mid here. He's made a couple of those tonight as Panthers look to get it up a line. This one to Kursky. Kursky doing a good job. Started the game on the back line. Now has moved up more here. Crofy's missed touch will let him in the back here, but a good recovery and step by Mihai State will slow the potential down here. Blattman got it into the 18. It's played back out by State. Great move by Lofton. But the Panthers still in attacking position. Jennings, great through ball. He's in. Verona got a paw to it, and it will go out the back. What a job by Verona to get a paw to that one.
Hernandez with the shot there even gave Verona a high five, acknowledging and respecting the save
What a high-class save by Verona. Both of the center backs wanted an offsides call. It was not offsides. And a great job by Verona here, who's now getting pushed by Kursky. That's got to be a foul, thank you. And it will be called. Very rare that you're even allowed to touch a keeper, let alone set a pick for him to not be able to get out to the ball, as Verona will now back up to take this one.
Yeah, he's just Kirksey there, just trying to be disruptive. We used to do that back in my day playing. Put our tallest and biggest player literally in front of the keeper so the keeper can't see. Kirksey a little too handsy in the play and gets called for it.
Verona finds the head of Ariz, who sends it straight up. He'll actually get a second unchallenged head to it. This one's now played back to Addison, but the touch is back mid. Kursky's going to leave it. This one to Hines. Hines wanted to serve it in, instead gives it back to Kursky. 1-2 here. And Geiger was going to be first to that, and he will let it run out the back for another goal kick. Nick, I still can't get over the save that Verona made one-on-one with the keeper.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Verona, two huge saves. There was one in that first half as well where he got out to the bottom right. This one bottom left. Two huge saves. If he didn't have those saves, we'd have a tied contest. So Verona showing that experience and that leadership in the back, making huge saves.
When Verona puts his foot through this one, Earl steps up to challenge, does a great job to win it. And Ruiz again unchallenged on the header, gets it to Gates. Gates, a little chip ball forward here. Earl's made a good read. Need white jerseys in the 18, no one there. Will be cleared out the back, and Piedmont will have its ninth corner of the contest, the fourth one of this half so far.
Yeah, and for the Lions, all of their goals have come off these set pieces and corners. As we have Saylor taking it again, Earls and Addison in the box, both really looking dangerous on that back post.
Yeah, this one's setting up like it will be back post. Gates is going to fake near post. It actually does go front. No white jerseys there. Ball chipped back into the box. Earls, I believe, was offsides. They will continue to allow play as he did not touch it. Kirksey goes down. This one turned over by Gates. Able to find some help. Service back in from Saylor. Got a foot to it as Earls and make it number 4. I was waiting to see if the offside flag would come up. It does not. And Cameron Earls has put a fourth one into the back of the net as the Lions now begin to run away with this one here in Demorest, Georgia.
Yeah, you want to know a cool stat there, Davis? We have Saylor's 4th assist of the broadcast. That is more than Lofton's 3 on the season. So Saylor, coming in with 0 assists, now has 4 to be the leader.
What a night for Saylor, man. Credit Earls with the finish there. Just got a little toe tap to it and got it around Hunt. But Saylor can't ask for a better night out of him. He has thrown 4 dimes into the 18.
Really playing that CDM role well, just sitting right above the center backs and just delivering the ball. But all of the assists are really coming off those set pieces, as we were mentioning.
Yeah, this is the first one not actually from a set piece. But the man doesn't need a break in the action to do it. As he's allowed Earls to find 2 and Addison. Gates got a good takeaway there. Tried to service one in. It will be out of bounds here, as Geiger will jog forward to throw this one in. He'll go into the right corner. This one being bounced around will hang on. It will be last touch by Gates. No. Wow, I could see that from here. That one was definitely not touched by Gates. It will be a yellow card for the display. That's Jackson Saunders who is going to get the yellow card. I will say, though, that was a missed call. I could see Gates touch that one from here. So after the yellow card is assessed, Geiger will throw it in about 5 yards from the corner flag here. Earl's not able to get a header to it. This one will be out as the Panthers look to start a break from the back. Good ball back to mid. Lofton tried to step, never got there. Crofy now trying to step. Crofy beaten for pace, forced to take down the man that beat him, and you will likely see Crofy get a yellow here as he is displayed that yellow card.
Great touch there taken by Hernandez with speed. Crofy just had to slow him down as he was going to get outran. Good foul there by Crofy. Stop any dangerous attack.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate yellow card, but a necessary one to give away because he was beaten for peace bad. So this one will come back forward as they set up the free kick here. Ref going to make a note of who has assessed the yellow card.
Yeah, and this is
Hines.
Hines.
Walk off 10 paces here.
Yeah, this is Hines taking the free kick. Saylor, the lonesome player in the wall.
Yeah, one-man wall here. They don't really see a threat of this one going on net. But the box is stacked here. Service into the 18. Does find the foot of Jennings. I believe it was out of bounds off of Crofy. And so another opportunity coming here. It will be Blattman taking the corner here. Might take it quickly. Piedmont still trying to scramble into a defense. 4 stacked at the top of the 18. Only 2 Lions there. This one's serviced in. Addison able to get ahead to it. Not out of the 18 just yet. Now back out. Panthers keep it in the attacking third. Good ball back in. Geiger going to try to get to it. He kept it low and to the foot of Gates. What a move from Gates. Actually picked up the no-touch Meg. Gates coming forward. Has Earls to his right. Went back mid. Now into Earls. Earls in the 18. Made a move. And Earls, we can hear him from the booth yelling, "Sir, I held my line the whole time." Ref will say otherwise.
Yeah, you can see the whole
flag is up.
The whole bench stands up too. They were all not happy with that call as Earls was in on goal.
That might be one of the most respectful ways I've ever heard a ref address, "Sir, I held my whole line the entire time." That is the nice thing about no fans here at the Walker Athletic Complex. We can hear everything happening out on the field. It's Birmingham-Southern now coming back with pace. Verona out off his line. It's curling away from him. And he will be able to get to that one. Again, we talked about the fan policy being updated at the beginning of this contest. Starting Friday, Piedmont College, as of right now, will allow fans. It is still pending the approval of the president, but Piedmont will allow students, faculty, and staff to appear at the game. You must pass a temperature check, wear a mask, and have your student or faculty ID on you. As Birmingham-Southern continues to come forward, this will be a corner for the Panthers here. To note as well, players are allowed 2 family members to attend the game as well. Your name must be given by your player to the head coach 24 hours prior to the contest. You will then be forced to check in at the Mize, where you will follow the same rules as all student, faculty, and staff as well. So we look forward to seeing you here as Blattman plays the corner short. This one now into the 18. Back out to the garbage man for the Panthers, looking to get it serviced back into the 18. Couldn't decide what move he wanted to make. If it was Hines, he had it stripped away. Heredia tried to get it back in to Hernandez. This one's going to be played back out. Good take from Blattman. Blattman into the box. Caught State. Wanted an offsides here. This one continues to be bounced around. Now back in. Not the best touch there from Saylor, but it will be one that functions. This one back in. It will be an offsides flag up. And Verona will take the goal kick from there. Again, like we talked about, it's been a pleasure having all of you on the broadcast. And the broadcast's been slammed. Nick talked about our momentary fame that we have gained. A little bit of fun that we've had here on the broadcast. We do look forward to seeing all of you, of course, socially distant, here at the Walker Athletic Complex. This one to the back line of the Panthers. Coming forward is the left back, Saunders. Saunders got it to Kursky. Kursky had Geiger beat, now cuts back mid. Kursky. Jennings wants it to him. Great ball back, but just waited a little bit too heavy as Hines is going to be forced to watch it go out the back.
Yeah, and for Kursky, it was weird. After watching him at left mid, showing off his speed and really his technical ability, having him on the back line. He looks very dangerous up front.
Yeah,
Good touches.
He's now at like a left wing. He's been all over the field. He's stayed on the left side, but now he's in like a left wing position here. Jennings, of course, the striker in the middle. That center forward has a lone goal for the Panthers tonight, but they're going to need another one if they want to get back in this contest. Lofton ripped it away at mid from Blattman. Blattman upset with that one after he had it ripped away. will give away the free kick. Played quickly over to Jallo. Jallo have it knocked out of bounds. Good defense there from Ortega.
Good work inside by Saylor and Lofton there. Saylor plays it quick, but Lofton really creating all of that with his hard work and determination to keep the ball.
We'll hear a whistle and a yellow card. Clock will ask to be stopped here, and a yellow card will be addressed to someone behind the referee. Cannot quite see what number that is. Might have to rely on live stats here. The angle of the player standing. It is a Birmingham-Southern yellow card.
It's Trey Hines.
So Hines must have said something for the ref to want to stop the clock and turn and assess the yellow. But either way, action continues here. This one tried to switch the field of play. Instead, it's going to end up on the foot of Kursky. He's able to take it away, but Geiger under some pressure. Geiger and Gates with a little 1-2. But then they lose it out of bounds. It'll be thrown back in by Birmingham-Southern here. Ruiz with the pressure. Ruiz got a takeaway. Back to Lofton in the mid. Lofton pulled a long left-footed shot that did beat Hunt, but did not find the back of the net. The long shot attempt there from Lofton, wanting to add his name to the score sheet.
Yeah, Lofton not one to shy away from pulling the trigger. Found that ball about 25 out. That's what any center mid dreams of. Had it on his left foot as well and decided to pull it. Just pulled it a little wide. Good opportunity, though.
A good curling ball back in. Ruiz was whistled for the foul there. That's why Birmingham-Southern received the free kick opportunity. Taken quickly, and they switch sides of the field, as it is now with the right back. Now to Blattman. Keeping it on the back line here are the Panthers, now looking forward to Kursky. Great touch pass here. Just unable to get to it was Saunders from that left back position, but a good touch from Kursky. This one long down line to Earls. It is going to be touched out of bounds by the Panthers. No, they're going to say off of the shoulder of Earls. Jennings loses his footing and loses the ball as well as it's turned over. Gates now going to go down the right side. Gates back into Earls. 1-2 here. Should be serviced in. Gates got a great ball in and almost headed into the back of the net by Lofton. Instead, it will be cleared back out to midfield. Saylor had it, got it to Crofy. Crofy over to Jallo as Jallo goes to work. Down that left side, good slide tackle out of bounds by Ortega. Sub at the table will be for Birmingham-Southern. We will await a Birmingham-Southern possession or a goal before that sub is made. 60th minute here at the Walker Athletic Complex. 30 left to play. Piedmont holding that 3-1 lead strong here. This one into the 18. Jallo beat one. Jallo going to be bumped. Not going to get that call. A little bit too soft of contact as Addison looked to play it forward there. Great touch pass back into the mid. Miscommunication between Ruiz and Earls on who wanted to take it, and it lands on the foot of a Panther. This one to Kursky. Geiger with a great job stepping there. Completed. And it will now go back to the back line of the Panthers. Nick, the Panthers really not getting any offense going this half.
No, and now he's swallowed by Earls. Hunt just going to clear it.
Yeah, another dangerous pass back to Earls. This is going to be a potential attack, but they force Jennings back to mid. Now to Kursky. Kursky has help as he goes down in mid. It will go back to Hines. Hines down to Saunders. This one intended for Jennings will be stepped for and taken by Ruiz. As Geiger wanted to start it at the back, Earls never gave this one chase. It'll actually stay in bounds. So Pruitt will have to go all the way back there to get it and play it back to Hunt. This one back to the midfielders. Now to that back line yet again. Birmingham-Southern trying to find a break in this Piedmont defense. Can't do it. As the pressure from Gates forces a takeaway. Ruiz has it on his foot. Curling ball into the 18. It's missed by the back. And Hunt forced to scramble for that one there.
Man, and that's twice now. Great ball there by Ruiz. But that's twice that one of the center backs has missed the ball, and Earls has expected them to get it.
Yeah, no way to predict that miss. Again, that's not a ball that is regularly not untouched. Great first touch from Jennings. This ball through it will be offsides. A very fortunate break there because Verona was one-on-one with Hernandez. That would not have been very good, as there will be yet another yellow card issued to Birmingham-Southern. That one's going to Pruitt. We apologize for any language that you may hear on the broadcast coming from the field.
Yeah, it was
as Nick and I just exchanged looks because I 100% heard that through my headphones. So we apologize for any language heard from the field.
Yeah, a few choice words by a few of the Southern's players. Don't believe that one was offsides. Coach didn't seem to argue it at all. So,
yeah, very interesting that it's argued from the center back position when the Birmingham Southern bench had a very good look at it here. This one going to be boomed long. It actually stayed in bounds. Looked like that was going into the road. Stayed in bounds. Birmingham Southern going to hang on to this one and forced out of bounds. Substitution will now be made as it is out of bounds in a Birmingham Southern possession. Did not see who headed to the bench. It was one of the players already near the Birmingham Southern bench. We'll await the stats for that one. It's going to be Max Sager coming on, as Christian Hernandez will be the one to head off. Number 10 heads to the bench. Or excuse me, number 8 heads to the bench. Piedmont now forced to defend for the first time this half. 64th minute here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Crofy did a great job of shielding there, kept it in bounds. Not the clearance you want from State. And it'll remain in the attacking third. Kursky, who is now on the right side of the field, to Jennings. Jennings. Little back pass action going here. Heredia had it. Great Meg there. Going to be a long shot. That one never had a chance. Would have been right of a field goal up post. And Verona, unchallenged, will take the free kick from the back. Excuse me, goal kick from the back as this goes over to Addison. Addison upfield, challenged by Blattman. Gates, great backheel pass to Ruiz. Now down line. Earls has beaten the defender for pace here. Good service into the 18, just no white jerseys as the nearest one was 3 or 4 steps late. Birmingham Southern will start it from the back with Hunt. Has it all the way back out to midfield now after a couple clean passes. Hines. Back to the midfield area. Heredia over to Kursky. Nick, this is about the 4th different position we've seen Kursky in.
Yeah, he's kind of just playing that roaming 9 or 10 or 7-11, no telling, really.
This one will be onside as the Piedmont back line was a little bit out of position. Great job by Verona there to come off his line. You could tell that he told Addison he was coming because Addison immediately pulled off of that ball. Last thing you want is one of your center backs and your keepers colliding.
And Verona will not slow down.
No, Verona will not slow down. And Addison is a pretty big center back there. Not what you want colliding a mountain and a brick wall. As this one's going to be headed around by both teams, will make its way all the way back to Hunt as he'll stay inside the 18 so he can use his hands if he wants to. And he'll keep it on that back line. Heredia in the mid. Looking for help here. No one from Piedmont going to step. He'll walk it up to the Lions logo and play a great ball through to Saunders. Saunders, another through ball, but Verona will be out off his line again. That one was intended for Sager. Long ball here. Earls doesn't get ahead to it. Defender slipped as Gates came across. This one over to Lofton. Into the corner for Jallo. Service into the box. Wants to pick out Earls. Got ahead to it. It's actually a pass that Gates was not ready for. Addison challenges ahead. Neither player got the touch they wanted, but Piedmont will be back in control. Long ball over to the right side. Gates can't quite keep it in, as Piedmont is sending a sub to the score table. He will not make it, so this one will continue until Piedmont has possession and the ball is stopped. Throw in here for the Panthers goes back and then played forward Geiger got ahead to it, not the head that he wants. Jennings going to be stripped of it by Addison here, as neither team really able to control possession at the moment. Piedmont finally able to get a little bit of possession going. Geiger will now play it to the back line.
Addison, big switch.
A good switch opportunity. It does get over the head of Jallo, but he'll be able to step and recover. A lot of body contact down that line. Will be out of bounds off the Panthers. Piedmont making 2 substitutions. I believe it's the same 2 from the first half. It'll be Jared Scott and Lowell Teclamariam. Someone remind Teclamariam to take off his substitute penny. There you go.
Gates got him.
It'll be Gates off for Teclamariam.
And then Jarrett Scott coming in at the left mid for Malaman Jallo. Jarrett Scott came in for a little center mid last half, but now playing left mid. Good utility player for Stevens. 3
substitutes as well for Birmingham-Southern. I believe a little difficult to see their numbers. Birmingham-Southern coming forward here. This one would have been onside. Instead, it'll be out of bounds.
And those subs were Junior for Saunders and Lansdale for Kirksey. And then Elliott getting his first minutes for Heredia in the midfield.
So the substitutes made here in the 67th minute. It's Birmingham-Southern trying to claw back into this game. 2-goal deficit would need to be erased sometime in the next 23 minutes of regulation, but it's been all Piedmont this half so far. Teclamariam gives pressure. Geiger steps. Now has to step to another man. Great slide tackle. Able to keep the Panthers from getting in, as Saunders will throw it in to Pruitt. Good job to keep it inbounds and get it forward. That one newly subbed in Sager, who will lose it. Teclamariam, great skill move there, but Jennings comes out of the chaos with it until he doesn't have it. Great ball forward from Saylor yet again. Earls tried to cross it in. It will have a corner one more time.
Yeah, as Earls got to the ball, he was a little faster than everyone else. Had to wait on Scott and Lofton to get into the box. Then when he went to play it, the defender was there, deflected it. But we have another set-piece opportunity. This one comes in a corner.
Yeah, you have to assume it is Saylor headed over there. It is number 10 in white who heads over there. Can Saylor make it 5 assists on the night? Nick, I wonder if that would be a school record. I feel like it has to be.
It really has to be. Either him played this one short instead. Up to Lofton, lefty here, probably going to pull it.
Lofton thought about it instead, gets it. Teclamariam, first touch, a good one. Second touch, shot, right to Hunt. You know, we don't have access to stats like that. I wish we did, but I feel like 4 might even be a record.
It's a lot. You don't see that often.
We'll have to check on that. Maybe the next broadcast we'll be able to figure that one out.
The next broadcast being Saturday, as our men's soccer team takes on Covenant College. Conference rival.
Again, if you are not able to make that game, you are more than welcome to join us here on Piedmont College Athletics. We're not going anywhere. We are staying on this broadcast, even though fans will be allowed. It's not like we are ending these, as Birmingham-Southern now coming forward with some pace. Good ball in. Verona out off his line, but Jennings chipped it a little too high. But a dangerous ball in, not what you want to see. As Jennings, faster than the 2 center backs, is going to want that opportunity back. Scoreline remains 3-1 off the miss.
Jennings definitely disappointed in himself. Just got underneath it. Great service there by the right winger. Jennings just popped it over the bar.
Time is stopped here at the back. They are upset with Verona for taking a little bit too long on the goal kick. So time was stopped to tell Verona to put, I think the ref literally said, put the ball down and we go. So off the goal kick from Verona. Piedmont under a little bit of heat yet again. Turning up the pressures, Birmingham-Southern. Good service in here from Sager. It's going to be a little bit too long. It'll run through the 18, then out the back as Verona will have to go find a new ball. That is one of the issues with the slow play. Again, no. We have 2 ball people here, one being the athletic director, Jim Peoples, other one being Jonathan Bone, working for the athletic department here tonight. But normally 3 or 4 ball boys and girls running up and down the field Per COVID rules, can't have too many of those. As Earls is fouled at mid, and Piedmont will be awarded the free kick. Saylor looking like he's just going to play this one short. Addison motion like he wants to give it to him, and he'll boom it up. It does come to Addison. And Addison does boom it up. Big switch up to the left. Intended for Scott. Good touch from Scott. But he'll be forced to play it back, being chased down here. Good communication by the back. As State sent it forward. Earls gave pressure to it. He's going to be first to it. Has Scott right behind him. Chooses to try to make a move, just holding it down in that corner. Able to meg one. Couldn't quite get into the 18. Now has it back out. And Scott, I think, thought that was his. Just let it roll out of bounds, but it will be awarded to Birmingham-Southern.
This game's really settled down here. No real opportunities in the last 10 minutes.
No, both teams. One team completely content with letting this scoreline play out, which would be the Lions. And one team just having no success on the offensive end, and that's Birmingham-Southern. This one back in the mid, now possessed by Birmingham-Southern. That was Elliott in possession, now got it at the back line, but then it's handed right back to the Lions. Down the left side goes Earls trying to chase. He wants to force the Panthers to keep it inbounds. Collision down in that corner as Earls tried to keep it in. Palmy's able to shield it out of bounds enough. Substitute coming for the Lions here. It will be Ruiz
Franklin
headed off. Yeah, it will be Ruiz headed off. Ricardo Ruiz out. And Matthew Franklin in. Interested to see if they drop Earls back into the midfield. It does look like they do. So Franklin will take over that center forward position. Earls back more of an attacking mid position, able to distribute the ball a little bit more there. The newly subbed in Franklin, now on ball. Back to Geiger. Good move by Geiger here. Got it down into the corner. And then into the 18 and out. Throw in coming here will likely be Geiger to throw it in. Again, Piedmont perfectly content to sit on this lead. It is 4-1 here at the Walker Athletic Complex. I do believe I said 3-1 earlier. It is 4-1 here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Piedmont perfectly content to sit on that lead. As Birmingham-Southern would need 3 goals in the next 17 minutes as we sit in the 74th minute of action. Long ball up here from Hunt. Geiger will let it run. Addison will play it all the way back to Verona. Verona with a towering ball back to the midfield area. Won by Earls. Tekla Merriam able to knock it off the foot temporarily. Awkward slide tackle by Geiger. Or on Geiger, excuse me. Almost like a slow motion tackle there. Both players seem to be okay after being shaken here. Saunders to the back line. Nick, what's Birmingham-Southern have to do to find the back of the net here?
My assumption is as we have Blattman and Jennings both at the front, we got to get them the ball more. Jennings, the leading goal scorer for the Panthers. Blattman also has looked dangerous today, but we got to find their foot more. We, as in the Panthers, have decent amount of possession, but nothing really going forward. Now, there's a bad deflection there as we have Crofy recovering towards Geiger. Geiger will be able to keep it in.
Great hustle by Geiger. Great hustle by Geiger to keep that one in. Tekla Merriam now under some pressure here. Going to be forced to make another awkward hustle play as Geiger back up line. We'll get it to Tekla Merriam as this one goes out off of the Panthers. Sager the last one to touch it. Yeah, it feels like we haven't called Jennings' name in well over 15 minutes, which is not a good sign if you're a Panther fan. Now they do get it to Jennings. Classic broadcaster jinx. Jennings got a second head to it. Now we'll possess it. Jennings trying to create the opportunity, able to get it to a teammate who loaded up and shot it. Verona will take it off the chest. That was Junior on the shot.
That's veteran time wasting there for Verona, but it'll frustrate the Panthers.
Yeah, again, Verona choosing to wait to pick that one up. Does burn a couple more seconds off the clock rather than him immediately pick it up with his hands. Down line to Tekla Merriam. Into that corner, serviced into the 18. No white jersey can get to it. And it will be cleared back out by the Panthers here. Now coming forward to midfield. Good ball here. Had State beat. Probably needed to put some air under it to get it to Blattman. As Junior now has it 1-on-1 with Crofy. Able to make a couple moves, nothing effective. And we'll go back to mid. Space to work for Sager. Dangerous ball into the box. Again, it was intended for Junior.
And great tracking by Saylor there. That was your CDM to intercept that ball.
A couple substitutes coming here as the whistle blows. It'll be Hines headed off as well as Blattman. As we await to see the numbers of these subs coming on. It will be number 17, Will Gonaway, coming on for Blattman. And number 5, JT Pfeiffer, excuse me.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Little tough again. Birmingham-Southern roster did not come with a pronunciation guide. We apologize if we are mispronouncing any of these names. But the substitutes are on. Play has resumed. 77th minute here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Barring a massive turn of events and momentum, it does look like the Lions will walk away from the Walker Athletic Complex with the win here tonight. The story of this game has been set pieces. Piedmont with 3 of their 4 goals off of set pieces. Saylor, arguably the MVP, as he has taken 4 assists and put them in the book. Earls went down at midfield, unable to get up. He will go down. And as Earls is injured at midfield, the clock will be stopped. And we're going to take a short break here on the broadcast. You're listening to Piedmont College Athletics on back here on the broadcast. Earls did head off the field under his own power. He will likely not return to this contest here. Piedmont will receive the drop ball. They'll play it back to Birmingham-Southern. Again, Birmingham-Southern in possession when the injury timeout did occur. A couple substitutes lined up for Piedmont. Ruiz did come back in. Ricardo Ruiz did come back into the game for Earls. Piedmont sent a sub to the table as well. Birmingham-Southern with 2 that await us. 79th minute here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Verona forced to awkwardly play this one forward. Will not find a white jersey. Instead finds the yellow of Birmingham-Southern. Ooh, ref should have let the advantage be played there. Instead, he'll play it safe and draw it back. As it will be a yellow card assessed to Saylor. No protest out of Saylor. Think he knew that was coming. Gave the ref a thumbs up and walked away. So very respectful plays and motions coming out of Piedmont. Again, tonight you heard Earls protesting one of the calls earlier tonight. Very respectful of the ref. Saylor simply gave the ref a thumbs up and jogged off. So the game clock will restart on the whistle. Ref did stop it for the free kick. Good ball in, intended for Jennings. Never gets to him. The State was able to head it to the back. And then Franklin steps here on a back pass, but will lose possession in the mid. Back heel. Couple good passes here. Jennings has it on his foot. Surrounded by yellow and white. Shot in. Verona got a paw to it, but it bounces back into the 18. Cross back in. Volleyed and secured by Verona. Dangerous 10 seconds there for the Lions. Verona stands tall at the back twice. As it was Sager on the volley. Took a full volley as well, but didn't get the strike that he wanted.
Yeah, a couple of big saves there by Verona. Really racking up in the save department. That's 6 saves on the day.
Yeah, Verona has had a fantastic game tonight at the back. Again, the one lone goal came in the 3rd minute. Besides that, has been absolutely perfect at the back, making some high-class plays. As Piedmont will make 2 substitutions. It'll be Geiger and Tekla Merriam to head off.
Daniel Savio Jr., number 23, coming in at a right back position. And then Owen Gates coming back into the contest. Interesting to see that Crofy didn't come out there, as he does have a yellow card.
2 substitutions on the Birmingham-Southern end as well. Andrew Duffy, seeing his first action of the night, will come in for Ortega. And then Schwarzkopf will come back in for Jennings. So Jennings out of the contest for the first time tonight. Verona's got it at the back as Piedmont looks to finish out this contest. 81st minute here in beautiful Demorest, Georgia. Again, an absolutely gorgeous day. Warmest day of the year. It's fallen into a cool, brisk night, but the Lions have not seemed to mind it, finding the back of the net 4 times. As Franklin now looking to make it a 5th, going to be stripped of possession. The Panthers try to clear it up line, losing it behind an electrical pole. I will see the flag up and awarded to Osavio Jr. Another substitution coming here. Jihad coming back on. Jared Scott headed off for the Lions, as play will now get restarted.
And with that tough break there for Scott, as he didn't get many opportunities on ball there in that playing time.
Quiet night for Jared Scott. That left winger position here. Good step from Crofy. Now back to Ricardo Ruiz. Cross to Gates. Good move there from Gates. Even better defense. Gates definitely going to be called for the tug on the jersey there. Not surprising with that one.
Yeah, great defending there by number 23, which is Lansdale, one of the substitutes. But great defending there, getting in between the Gates and the ball. Gates didn't quite expect it, so he just pushes him out of the way, wanting the ball back, and gets called for the foul.
Well, Savio Jr. played that one back up to Ruiz. Then back to Saylor, over to Crofy. As the Lions continue to swing it around the back line here. Back and forth we go again. Lions perfectly content to let the time run out here. You would need close to a soccer miracle here, as we are just minutes from being done at the Walker Athletic Complex. Still not where you want to be. Bouncing ball back to Verona. Confidently touches and booms it away. Birmingham-Southern still turning on the pressure. You never know what can happen. That's why you play the games till the clock strikes 90. Saylor now under some pressure. Back to Ruiz. 1-2 lands on the foot of Saylor. And he'll now just take it over to that left side again. To Crofy. Piedmont again, no hurry whatsoever. Perfectly content to pass this one to the back of the field. Force Birmingham-Southern to stretch out and come get it. This one now back to Verona for the 3rd time in this possession. Got it from Addison. Plays it back to Addison, and now back to Saylor. Saylor to Addison.
Had Lofton in the midfield, just missed him. Played it up to Franklin instead. Does end up with Lofton. Lofton misplayed it towards Gates as Hunt just picks it up instead.
And as we end the final moments here at the Walker Athletic Complex, the story of this game has been Piedmont and their set pieces. 3 of 4 goals came from set pieces today. Saylor with a 4-assist day. Earls found the back of the net
Twice.
as well as Addison.
Yeah, Earls twice, Addison twice. Addison twice on the free kick. Earls once on, or I guess Earls on a free kick. Addison twice on corners.
And then Earls' lone goal as well was served in by Saylor after being punched out of the 18 on a set piece. But again, play is slowed. Teams really just finishing out these last couple minutes. Like we talked about, Piedmont College Athletics not going anywhere here on YouTube. Despite the fan policy that goes into effect Friday, we will still be here tomorrow. We've got Piedmont College softball softball broadcast here just over to our right. Those will be 1 and 3 o'clock. And then Friday, supposed to have Piedmont College softball. Weather not looking so hot here in Demers, Georgia. We can only get so many nice days up here, Nick, before the rain comes back. So Friday not looking too hot. Again, scheduled for softball at 12 and 2. Most likely will not see that as Gates able to keep it inbounds. Piedmont trying to add a fifth. Gates going to lose his footing. Has a good laugh about that one. This one will go all the way back. Saturday, Piedmont College, busy day here. Men's soccer, barring lightning and thunder, will play. A little bit of rain in the forecast. Sunday, Piedmont College baseball here as well. All of this can be found at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button, hit the bell, get the notifications here. Birmingham-Southern looking to add an extra one to the total. Great slide in. No, they're going to call it on Verona, and he's going to be assessed a red card. No. Wait, is the red card to Verona or is it to it? Yeah, the red card is to Verona.
Wait a minute.
That is huge, too, because Verona is now suspended for the next 2 games.
No way that card is on Verona. But
let alone a red card. How is that?
It was not on goal. A direct goal-scoring opportunity would be considered a red, but in my opinion, that side of the 18-yard box is not a red card.
I would say Verona was first to the ball anyways. The challenge looked clean. Have to go back and look at this one. I'm not too sure about that. And that is a decision that will affect Piedmont greatly in their next 2 games because Verona is suspended for the next 2.
Yeah, Barlow, interesting. Depending on what the referee calls that, if he calls it a red card for like violent conduct or a swing or anything like that, then it will be 2 games. If it's a normal red card for just bad play, goal-scoring opportunity or something, I believe it's only 1. And the good news for the Lions is they do have Pfeiffer again tomorrow.
Yeah, this is Sam Norris into goal for the Lions here. Can't make the save on the penalty kick. Again, it will be too late, barring a complete collapse here. But Birmingham-Southern now with 2 on the score. I just got to look at the replay, and I see absolutely nothing for a red card in that situation.
Yeah, but we can't get too caught up on it. With that said, we do have a substitute coming in, which was Sam Norris.
Yes.
For
Sam Norris Riches is the sub, the freshman goalkeeper from Alpharetta, Georgia. Attended Milton High School. But now Piedmont got to be careful here.
Playing with 10 men.
Yeah, got to be very careful here.
They brought Lofton out, so we really have no, or not Lofton, Franklin. So we really have no striker up the field. Birmingham-Southern man-up opportunity. About 4 to play.
Yeah, Nick, I'm continuing to look at that replay there. It looks like it's the follow-through from Verona. I do see a kick to the head from Verona on the follow-through. That's the only reason I can see the red card being called here. Good challenge in the corner. It will be assessed as a goal kick for Piedmont here. Time dwindling at the Walker Athletic Complex. 3 under 3 left to play before this one goes final.
Yeah, disappointing way to end this contest, really. All good for the Lions up until that red card. That red card really coming in trash time as well.
Yeah, almost feels like a loss now, even though Piedmont will still comfortably win this game. A big loss, especially pending what the referee assessed the red for. There's no way for us to find that out. I don't even think the score table is aware. We have just seen that the red card has been issued. Boom, back upfield by the Panthers, now controlled in that midfield area. Coming forward again, through ball. Osavio Jr. going to try to track back to it. He'll be forced to try to shield it out of bounds. Now does a great job to keep it in under pressure. As it's cleared back right in front of us down the right line. Ricardo Ruiz gave the pressure. as the minutes dwindle here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Into the 89th is where we find ourselves now. Long ball. Going to be controlled well by Crofy. Crofy just going to be pushed down from behind. And he will take his time to restart this one from the back. They might even send Norris Riches over. Instead, it will be State. Look for State just to slam this one upfield as far as he possibly can.
Yeah, about a minute left. Ref says play on. Savio Jr. plays it up the line towards Gates. Gates on goal now.
And Gates going to get in on goal on this one. Into the 18, going to be tripped from behind. And we'll have another garbage time penalty kick as this one will head to the spot.
Will we see a card
Yeah,
here?
so Nick, how is this not a card? It impeded a goal-scoring opportunity. The tackle came from behind. How is this not a card?
Honestly, do not know. I don't know who would be on either. I believe number 21.
Looks like he's talking to 7. It's 17. It's the one addressing the ref. I don't think that's a captain. That's gone. Yeah, it is gone away.
Either way, no card.
It's got to be at least a yellow.
Gates taking it for the Lions.
And Gates, nothing fancy, just slams that one into the left side of the net. As Piedmont's lead now sits at 5-2. Under 1 minute left to play. This one is now finished here at the Walker Athletic Complex.
Yeah, but it really
if there was
is.
any doubt, I just don't understand how that's not a card.
Yeah, and it really is. It's just weird vibes. Very weird vibes, one would say. It really feels like a loss just about with just how this game is played out late.
Yeah, the official ruling again, we have gotten word on Verona's red card is the slide, and he missed the ball in the cleats to the face is what it looks like. So the unofficial official ruling from the table is that. Either way, the Lions will wrap up this one here at the Walker Athletic Complex. Your final score, barring a severe case of broadcaster jinx, will be 5-2. The Lions are victorious here against Birmingham-Southern. They will move to 3-2 on the year. Birmingham-Southern will fall to 1-2. Sailors 4 assist night. The real overall highlight, 3 different Lions put their names in the scorebook as Earls, Gates, and Addison are your 3 goal scorers tonight. That buzzer means that we are officially done. So from everyone here on the broadcast, Christian Castro, our producer, Chase Bell, the cameraman, Nicholas Pope, and Davis Barlow, thank you so much for joining us here at Piedmont College Athletics on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.